Okay, we've got a few points that we want to touch on while we're here in the Volt. First thing is, when you get in the vehicle actually wakes up. It lets you know what's going on. It lets you know what charge percentage you're at, and it also lets you know when it's ready to go. What you do, put your foot on the brake, press your power button. You actually hear the noise chiming to let you know that it is ready to go. Not only will you hear the power up option noise, but it'll also show ready, so that means it's ready to drive. One thing that you'll notice about the Volt, your climate control options. You've got a touch sensitive display here in your center stack. With your touch center display, you've got a few options for your air conditioning and heat. You've got fan only, your eco, and your comfort mode. Obviously, fan only is going to be the most power efficient. Comfort will be the least power efficient. However, that's going to give you the most control of your interior climate. Even though your driver and passenger seats are standard as a manual controlled option, you do have heated seats options on both sides, and that's to help you maintain your personal comfort. You've also got your configuration button that helps you actually set the car to your personal preferences. You've got your navigation, which is also a touch screen here in your center stack. You've got your lock and unlock buttons here in the center stack, as well as your driving mode options. You've got 3 modes of driving. You've got your normal mode, which is your default setting every time you get in the vehicle. You've got your sport mode that actually increases your power from your takeoff. And you've got your mountain mode for a little more mountainous terrain. Before you enter mountain mode, before you go into any mountainous terrain, you want to set your mountain mode about 30 minutes before you actually get into the mountainous terrain. So what we'll do now is we'll just take off and do a test drive. As we're on the test drive, you'll notice one thing that you have is your backup camera that's right here in the center stack. It actually will show you which direction you're turning in. It also has your backup sensors that actually alerts you to when you're actually getting close to something as you're backing up. You pull your gear shift right down into drive. At this point, you can select your option as to which mode you'd like to drive in. What we're going to do now is drive in sport mode. That's going to give you a little more peppiness when you hit the accelerator. One thing you'll realize is the vehicle's still extremely quiet, and even though it's an electric vehicle, it has no lack of acceleration. The handling of the vehicle, you've got a very tight feeling vehicle. It actually handles curves really well. You're also going to notice on your configuration of your computer right here in the front, you've got a few options. One thing that you'll notice here in the center, you've got the little green ball that's going to be spinning as you're driving. What you want to do is maintain that green level. If you're accelerating too hard, the ball will rise and letting you know you're using an excess amount of power. If you're braking too hard and not capturing all the energy from your regenerative braking, it'll let you know that you're actually missing out on some of the opportunity to increase your mileage. And you'll notice as you do and accelerate, it does come up. Once you come back down to a normal speed, it does enter back into the most efficient driving mode. The handling of the vehicle, it does feel more, it's not a sports car by any means, but you do kind of have that feel when you're taking sharp turns. The acceleration is great for an electric vehicle, and it far surpasses anything in this class of vehicle. Also, while you're in the vehicle, you do have storage here, which has a 12-volt charge port. and your armrest here. You also have a 12-volt charge port, as well as your auxiliary and your USB connectivity port. In the very back, you also have a third power port, so you actually have plenty of room, plenty of options for charging your everyday accessories. As we're coming back into the dealership, we're going to come up and park. As we come into our parking stall, you come in, return your vehicle to park. You also have your parking brake. Pull it out, you'll actually hear the parking brake activating. When you go to take the parking brake off, you simply step on the brake, press it forward, you'll hear it actually come back off again. So as you go to exit the vehicle, you hit your power button, you hear the vehicle power down, and when you open your driver's door, it actually puts the car back to sleep until the next time that you enter the vault.